everyone, it's me, James. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Philly Sports Scenes and Event. Eagles, Super Bowl champ. That is awesome. Yes, we made it. Super Bowl champ. I mention this every week and it never gets old since the Eagles won the Super Bowl in February. And now it's March. About a month later, all the Eagles fans are still really excited about the Eagles Super Bowl 59. Big win over the, if you can see here, Kansas City Chiefs. Swoop is stepping on the Chiefs' wolf with the Super Bowl trophies. 2 trophies, have you noticed? Not just one. 2017 and 2024. 2 trophies. That is awesome. So now some Eagles news. Eagles player Darius No Play Slay was released by the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, I say No Play Slay. Some of you might call him Big Play Slay. I don't like that guy. Twice he was supposed to be on the WIP radio show at Chicken Pete's in South Philly, and he never showed up. A lot of fans was out there waiting for him to get an autograph, and for some strange reason, he just never showed up. Some players might show up late. Sometimes I do understand, the practice. Well, there's no practice on Mondays, but sometimes the Eagles has meetings because they have the game on Sunday. Sometimes they have meetings, the player shows up late, or sometimes there's traffic, and the limousine driver gets, get a player there late. That's all understandable, but twice, he just never showed up. So that just shows you what kind of character he is. No Play Slay. So anyways, let's talk about Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. As you know, in Philadelphia, we love Rocky, the movie Rocky, because of its spirit. Rocky came from a rough neighborhood, and he was nobody, but he made his way. He fought his way up to the world champ as a boxer. I know it's only a movie, but it's the spirit that matters, and that is the Philadelphia spirit, and that is a Philly thing. Sam, as for Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts and Eagles running back Saquon Barkley. The story of Jalen Hurts is that he was a great college football player. Twice, he led the Alabama Crimson Tides to the college national championship games in 2016 and 2017. But they never won the championship game because somehow he get blamed for screwing up or not playing good in the championship game. And then with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts in round 2, pick 53 a few years ago. It is because he could not win the college championship games. So most of the NFL teams did not want him. He should have been drafted in the round 1, but nobody wanted him. So during the round 2 draft, NFL draft, and Howie Roseman from the Philadelphia Eagles saw opportunity, and maybe he sees something, a potential in Jalen Hurts that he could be developed into a NFL quarterback. And at that time, Eagles had Carson Wentz is the franchise quarterback. But Carson Wentz has his own problems. He gets injured a lot, and he couldn't win the championship game either. In 2017 and 2018 season, Carson Wentz got hurt. And the then backup quarterback, Nick Foles, had to step up to win the Super Bowl in 2018 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think Howard Roseman wasn't so sure about continuing to have Carson Wentz as the Eagles quarterback. So he drafted Jalen Hurts as another quarterback into the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz didn't like that too much. So during the first season when Jalen Hurts was playing for the Eagles, Carson Wentz was giving him a hard time. Because Carson Wentz is another player that has problem with his character. I don't like him either. And I'm sure a lot of Eagles fans don't like him no more. So Jalen Hurts had to play under those conditions with Carson Wentz not helping him, not help to develop him, and give him cold shoulders. But eventually, Eagles got rid of Carson Wentz because he was no good. He had to go. And then Jalen Hurts became the starting quarterback for the Eagles. And in Super Bowl 57, 2 years ago, the Eagles actually made to the Super Bowl 57, and they played the Kansas City Chiefs. Once again, Jalen Hurts could not close the deal. They lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. But the moral of the story is that Jalen Hurts never give up. He keep on fighting. Fought his way up, just like Rockies did. And guess what? Now, in 2024, and Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles finally beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And we won the Super Bowl. That's 2024 this year. So the spirit of the Rocky movie, that Rocky just keep on fighting and fighting and fighting, and finally become the world champ. And that is the same story as Jalen Hurts. Now, Saquon Barkley. The story may be a little different, but it's the same spirit. Saquon was a great player in the college football. He was one of the high prospects for the NFL draft. So, back in 2018, NFL draft, the New York Giants picked him up in the round 2 of the draft. But the problem with Saquon and the New York Giants is that Giants sucks, as we know. Giants sucks, just like the Dallas. Saquon was in the wrong place with the wrong team, that he couldn't do anything because the Giants sucks and the Giants player sucks. So he couldn't do anything there. And a few years later, in 2023, Saquon became a free agent. And once again, Howard Roseman saw opportunity and saw a good player with a lot of potential. So Howie picked Saquon up, and Saquon did want to play in Philadelphia because At one time, he lived in Allentown, which is near Philadelphia, and his family still lives there. So he did want to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. So last year, 2024, he came to Philadelphia and he signed with the Eagles. And what a great season he had, because now he's in the right place with the right team and with the right players. They had good chemistry. So, and Saquon had a great season with over 2,000 record-breaking rushing yards. And then he did great in the playoff games and led the Philadelphia Eagles once again to the Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. It seems like Chiefs is in the Super Bowl every year, but we don't care. And because of Saquon's spirit of never giving up, he was in the wrong place, playing for the New York Giants. He stuck with them. He never stopped playing. He just keep on developing himself. All those years with the Giants, he couldn't do anything there. The team was no good. The player was no good there. But he made himself a much, much better player. And once he became a free agent, he came to Philadelphia and played for the Eagles. And he blew up because of all those years being out on the field, all the experience he gained in the NFL games. He came to Philly and he blew up. It's the same spirit as the Rockies and it's Jalen Hurts. So now we got two great players here in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley just got a 3-year extension with the Philadelphia Eagles that worth more than $41.2 million. That is awesome. Saquon is here to stay, and we got Jalen Hurts. It's very possible. I mean, it's hard to repeat getting Super Bowl every year, but in the upcoming few years, it is very, very possible for the Eagles to win another Super Bowl title. Now they have 2 trophies, one from 2017 season, one from 2024 season. It is very possible for the Eagles to add 1 or 2 more Super Bowl World Championship. So enough said about the Philadelphia Eagles. Now I'm going to get to the event section of my show. As you know, the football season is over, so there isn't a whole lot of events, but I am always looking for some sports or Eagles related event to go to on Sunday, February 23rd. I did a podcast with my friend Dennis and Christopher the Moose at a place. It's called Fuse Coast Water Ice in Wilmington, Delaware. The Moose, it's a great guy. He goes to the C6 tailgate party outside the Lincoln Financial Field on the Eagles home game days. And he's always out there. He loves to make videos and stuff like that. And Dennis has a YouTube show. It's called Scan Talk, SCANTALK. So check him out on YouTube. So those two got together and they want to do a podcast YouTube show. So I went along just to help them to film the show and things like that. So we had a great day. We went out there to the Fusco's water ice. The place is great. I tried their water ice. It is really good. It's different than most of other Italian water ice. Their water ice is less frozen. It's more like a slushy type drink. And they even other water ice, they give you a spoon you eat because the water ice is semi-frozen. But this one is more at Fusco's. Their water ice it's made with all natural ingredients, so you can actually see. I had the lemon one. You can see little pieces of lemon and lemon skin inside. And if you like more fruit, and then they can even add some relish in there. They just put more the grind up lemon, a little bit of skin, a little bit the citrus particles, and it's really cool. And then they give you a straw. The difference is other water ice you eat with a spoon, but here they give you a big boba tea straw, and you actually drink the water ice. It was just great. It's different, and it tastes good. It's made with all natural ingredients, so it actually tastes like a lemonade, like a fruit juice, but it's ice inside. It's slushy. I love their water ice. We did the podcast, and then the Moose wanted to show us around Delaware, so he took us to Guardo's Pizza, which is a famous pizzeria. They have many locations in Delaware and Maryland area. So we went to Guardo's Pizza at the University of Delaware campus. We had a lot of fun there. We ate the pizza, and then we made some Facebook Live video there. So it was a great day. Had a lot of fun with Dennis and the Moose. You got to see this. We were getting really nuts making the Facebook Live video, and then I even eat out of the trash can because Eagles fans are crazy. You have heard the Eagles fans eating horse shit and all that stuff, but I'm not doing that. But I went to treasure hunt, and I found pizza in the box in the dumpster, and I ate it. Watch it.
Just called Dallas Cowboys fans. Crap. And the football team. And you know what? You don't give a shit. 1995 was a long time ago, brother.
Very long time.
We're talking about the here and now. I don't care if they had 5 rings. I don't give a fuck what they got.
That's Dak Prescott right there.
Dak Prescott is under that trap. Who wants to see him?
And Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Here, look.
No politics.
Trump 2024. No more bullshit.
I'm sorry. No politics, James. I don't do politics. I only rip the Cowboys and the Redskins and
the Moose says we don't do politics.
We don't do politics.
We don't do politics. We only do podcasts. We only do podcasts.
Yeah, no politics. No politics and religion. That's a sore subject. But anyway,
think about
it. There's under that trash is I think Kermit McFrog is under. Is that his name? McCombs?
Similar, yeah.
I think he's in there too. For some reason, the birds just after they smashed everybody.
I can't.
Well, I'm getting older and like, oh, what's that step?
Oh my God!
Careful, brother. Go birds! Hit him up. Go birds! All right. You want that?
There might be things. No, I want to. Yeah.
I'm really
now we're gonna find out.
All right. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Somebody else's trash is another person's trasher. Let's see.
Yeah, old pizza. Oh my God! Holy shit!
Pizza inside.
Somebody waste. Now, how much money would anybody give me? And I take cash only, so you would have to be on location for the Moose to eat that.
See, the thing is, Americans are very wasteful. That's
yes.
why. I know we don't do politics, but
No politics, but we can talk about waste.
The Doge right here. Next to your fingers. Doge right
What
here.
happened? What you do?
We're cutting
I know my
waste.
fingers got caught at the top.
We're cutting waste.
No, you're wrong,
Here.
Andy. No, we need to do.
I'll take a bite.
Somebody hurt me.
I'll take-
Somebody. Oh my God, he's doing it. He's crazy.
Oh,
Come on, Jim. Hey, we haven't been drinking either.
yes,
Dude,
it's
this
water.
is total.
It's not vodka. It's not.
Go Bird! Go Bird! This is total.
You got to be crazy when you're out there tailgating party or making videos. You just got to get nuts. That's why it's fun, and you know, to go to those parties and Eagles events, because it's unlike everyday life. You're just sitting at home, laying around, watching TV, eating. When you're out there, you got to have some fun, and you got to do something crazy. That's what being an Eagles fan and the tailgate parties, it's all about. So then on Monday, February 24th, Dennis and I went to a Sixers game. Sixers sucks this year. And the big thing about this particular game is it was all over the TV news that the tickets on the day of the game, it was $2. Everybody was talking about $2 Sixers tickets.
We will be covering the Phillies, but we're also talking 76ers tonight because the team hit a new low. Tickets as low as $2, and this team cannot get off the ground. They're being called by some a disgrace, a lost cause. Let's get out to Steve Keeley live in South Philly. From Florida to South Philly, Steve, and even at $2 a ticket, that might have been too much to pay for some fans after tonight's game.
Yeah, as they left, they said, hey, you get what you pay for. The Sixers lost 142 to 110, but the score was not that close. There was a time with about 3 minutes left where the question was, will they lose by 50 or will they even make it to 100? Look, you can see the local high school basketball team for more money than it costs to see an NBA team.
However, I got a good deal too, because we decided to go to this game a few days before the tickets were $2, but I only paid $7 for the upper section, but it was first row. Usually the first row, it doesn't matter if it's the 200 level, you know, the higher up section. The first row will still cost a lot more money than the second row and on, because the first row, you know, there's nobody in front of you, and you know, you don't have to worry about people standing up so you can't see. So the first row for $7, you can't beat that. We still got a great deal. Went to the game as usual, walk through the concourse and see the Sixers street team dancing while the Sixers DJ is playing music, and visited Toyota's vendors table and got some free stuff from Toyota. And this time they had Snaps. I think it's a sneaker shop in the mall. They were there printing out T-shirts for the fans. So all you have to do, it's just like going to the mall to buy a T-shirt. All you have to do is pick out a design that they have up there on the wall, and then they'll hot press, make it right there for you, and it's all free. And of course, the Sixers lost the game, and there was something I'm not happy about it. It is because that night the Sixers advertised that they were handing out free Sixers water bottles. And I got there early trying to get a water bottle because I thought they will hand the water bottle out when you enter the basketball arena. But that wasn't the case. So make long story short, I asked around. I went to at the door, I asked the people that were there assisting with the tickets, because I know the door people, they, they're lots of them are temporary workers, I assume, and they don't know what's going on. So I asked the person with the iPad there to assist people, the fans that have problem with their tickets. And she told me to ask the door people. And I asked the people working the door, and then they tell me to go to the guest services. I went to the guest service, and then they tell me to go to section 112 at the desk and talk to the people that are working there, because they're people that work for Sixers. So uh, at, at the near the end of the game, I even left 5 minutes earlier, so in case they hand out the water bottle on the way out, so I don't miss it. So I went to ask the people at the section 112, the Sixers people, and then they tell me to ask the people at the door. I mean, it is ridiculous that they have a free water bottle giveaway night and nobody knows anything about it. I work at the Wells Fargo Center. I'm telling you, Shams, I'm the Sixers. Not only the team sucks, the people work there sucks too. And I was so frustrated that nobody knew where they were handing out the water bottle. So at the Sixers desk, I freak out on them, and watch the video now. See what I said. I was so angry because how is it that they're giving away free water bottle and nobody knows where it is? And then I came home the next day. You can only go to the Sixers website. They don't even have an email address. You got to fill out a form to contact them. And I contact the Sixers, and then they email me back. And it was one of those no reply emails, so I couldn't even. They really suck. They really stink. I couldn't even reply and to question them more about it, because they sent me an email saying, so unfortunately, sorry for the inconvenience. Unfortunately, all the water bottles was giving away. I don't know where and when they give away those bottles. And the whole thing made no sense, because if they didn't hand out the water bottle when you enter the Wells Fargo Center, and then they did not hand out the water bottle at the end of the game, and why would they hand out a water bottle in the middle of a game? Because if I pay for the tickets to go there to watch the Sixers game, I want to watch the game. So why would I leave anytime before the game ended and to get a water bottle? I mean, I have no understanding of that. I pay for there to watch the game. And I don't know what they wanted people to do. They wanted people like just walking there and not watch the game and not staying for the Sixers. I mean, the whole thing, it's just bizarre, and I have no understanding of it. And the Sixers sucks. That's all I have to say. So now watch the video of the fun night Dennis and I had at the Sixers $2 game. back in and has to be dealt with tonight. But nobody works there, knows anything. I have no understanding of this. I asked them who's responsible for the water violence, and they say they don't know, and nobody knows. They're trying to send it back to the customers, to the gas service. The gas service doesn't come here. I mean, somebody has to know something. So here are some of the stuff I got from the Sixers game. This things from Toyota. And one of this, well, actually a pair. They came in a pair in their bag. I never knew that. I thought it was one inside of this bag, but actually it's a pair, so you can do this. It does make a weird noise. It's great for the game. And then the Snaps free hot press t-shirt. You can pick one of the 4 designs from this slip. And then you put your name on there, you hand them the slip. And then they make you a Sixers t-shirt. I like this design. It's really nice with the Philadelphia 76ers and the Sixers logo and the net. I did not get a water bottle, but at least I got the free t-shirt. So it's good enough. And then on Saturday, March 2nd, I went to the South Jersey home show. And the only reason I went, it was because this is at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, New Jersey. It does have something to do with Philly sports. It's at the Flyers Training Center. I go there, I get to see the home show and see what they have to give away. And then also I get to see the Flyers Training Center that since the summer, the whole place was under construction. And so I get to see what they did there. So when I got there, I noticed they moved the Flyers, whatever you call the pro shop, fan shop. It was just a little store before next to the arcade, but they actually built a huge store right in front of the Flyers training center, just like at most of the new stadium. They have a fan shop built right inside the stadium, and usually you can access from outside. So on the non-game days, you can still go to the store, and it's a big store. I went inside, made a short video and just take a quick look, and then I went into the where the ice hockey rink is for the home show. The home show was good. They had a lot of solar panel and roofing and remodeling companies there, heating and air conditioning. At the end, right when I was leaving, I saw the Xfinity table there, and on the table there were a lot of giveaways, and then I saw this cell phone charging wire. That's, it's right there where all the giveaways are, and I asked the guy if I can have the wire, and he was being rude. He didn't look like he wanted to work there. I mean, it's one of the Xfinity representatives. He saying, oh, I asked him if I can have the wire. He saying no. And then he turned his head. He was just sitting there. He wasn't even standing up. He did not show me any of the Xfinity product or, ask me what cell phone company carrier do I use. That's what they usually do. He was just sitting there in his own little world. And so he's saying no. And I thought he was joking because lots of times, there's people, I'm just being polite before I take something. I ask them if I can have it first. And then sometimes, because those people knows me, I go to all these events, I do my YouTube show, I show off the free stuff that I get, and they know me. So lots of times they joke around with me. They say no, and then they tell me you can have it. It's all good. But this guy was serious. He say no. So I stand there for a few seconds and I ask him again. And then he was getting loud with me. He's like, I told you, you can have that. But the thing is, and then he say that it is one of the things they need for their display or whatever. Okay, fine. If that's the case, when the first time when I ask him if I can have it, right, it is there where all the giveaways are at. If they accidentally play something that they need on that table where the giveaways are at, he can just politely tell me, no, this is something we use with our equipment, with our setup. You can't have it. It's fine. But then he got loud with me, right? Saying, oh, I told you no. What don't you understand? This is something we need. He didn't even remove the item. He left it there until he started to get loud with me, and he grabbed the stuff and put on the other side where the Xfinity TV screen was. So I got really angry with him, but I started to had a shouting match with him. But eventually I got the other two workers there involved, and one of them seems like he's in charge. And he apologized to me, and he told me he'll talk to the guy. He was saying that everybody has a bad day, which I understand. Some days I'm just not happy. I wake up, I'm just not happy. It's understandable. But if he has a bad day, he don't have to, he can call out or tell them that he couldn't, he can do it that day, because that's the kind of job that you interact with people, right? You can't go to work and interact with customers or potential customers and have a bad attitude. You just can't do that. But so that just tells you what kind of company Xfinity is. I'm sure a lot of people have Xfinity Mobile or Xfinity cable TV, streaming, internet or whatever. And come on now, they charge you. I'm sure people enjoy the Xfinity service, but nobody likes them because the price just, I still remember when I had cable TV. A lot of people cut the cord now. When I had a cable TV, and the price seems like to go up like every few months, $10 more, $10 more. It used to be like $20, $30 for the cable TV service. And when I finally cut the cord about 3, 4 years ago, it was so ridiculous. It went up to like the cheapest package, the standard basic channel package, basic cable channel package that you can get. It went up to like $189. And that's when a lot of people just go streaming. And even the internet, it's expensive with Xfinity. So I'm sure nobody likes them, and they're trying to get business, and then they send bad people out there, giving the customer or the potential customers hard time. Once again, if I own the company, it wouldn't be like that. But I don't. But they allow this to happen, and it's just really bad business. So anyways, watch this short video of me at the South Jersey Home Show. I'm at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, New Jersey for a home show. It looks like the Flyers got a new store inside the training center. which is pretty neat. Let's check it out.
Yeah, all good.
It's just a couple.
I spent.
Maybe it can help you out a little bit. There you go. You got $150 electrical service.
Let me try this. Looks interesting.
So you just take this, hold it flat, and let it rip.
All right. Let's see.
You get to choose.
That's a good one.
Thank you. You guys want to?
So at the home show, each vendor, a lot of them was handing out free stuff. So I got this nice bag, and then I got more stuff, more bags inside of this bag from different vendors. Lots of bags. Cups. And a whole bag full of goodies. Oh, so at one point when I was arguing with the Xfinity guy, and the dude was being rude, was still sitting there. And then he started to shouting at me, says, "Oh, you can't have that wire, but you can have anything else that's on the table." So what I did was exactly what he said. I cleared that table out. I grabbed everything. I grabbed everything that was on that table. Look all this Xfinity. Notebooks. And all the Xfinity, this is neat. I'll show you. It's an emergency screwdriver kit. So I grabbed everything off that table and I cleared that table for him. So he's lazy ass, can reload. That table was free stuff with the boxes of goodies they have under that table. Got some free sunglasses, foam balls. Oh my God. More sunglass frisbee. More sunglasses. And more notebooks. Just a lot of free stuff. Ooh. Mini football. So I got a lot of free stuff from the home show and it was fun. Other than arguing with the rude Xfinity worker. But I took all their stuff. So I guess I'm the one that got the last laugh. I gotta look at the good side of everything or I'll go crazy. And on Saturday, also Saturday, March 2nd, the same night that I went to the home show, I went to one of those events that I talk about all the time on my upcoming event section of the show. I went to the 97.5 The Fanatic radio station Corona Sixers pregame party uh, all year long. It's, this party, it's hosted by Connor. He's a sports talker, the radio DJ on 97.5, The Fanatic Radio, and he's really cool, And so this event takes place at the Nick's Restaurant and Bar on 2nd Street in Old City, Philadelphia. We went there last year for the same event. It was me and my friend Jody. We went last year, and all I can remember was because the place wasn't that happening, and we were just sitting all the way in the back because the bar's in the front. It's a long space, it's one of those old buildings. So the bar's in the front, and in the back there are some tables for dining. So we sat back there for 2 hours and waiting for them to draw the tickets, the Sixers tickets at the end. Last year, I remember it was so boring. We literally sat there for 2 hours, and we did eat something. I had onion rings. I remember that because the onion rings was so good. So I ordered again this year when I went there for the same event. It was so boring last year. We sat there for 2 hours with nothing going on, just waiting for them to draw the Sixers tickets at the end. But this time, we try not to board ourselves. So, we were prepared. And the place was similar. It's about the same. There's nobody sit back there. But the good thing was we were talking to the guy that helps out with the event, from the radio station. And we were back there talking to him, just trying to make something out of it so it's not so boring. 97.5 Sports Radio, The Fanatic, Corona Sixers, pregame watch party. All the giveaways here. And drawing for the Sixers tickets. All right, those are the winners of the Sixers tickets. Yeah. We didn't win the tickets this time, but I gotta show you this. They do have Corona and Sixers merchandise there. Sometimes they make you play a game to win the merchandise, but sometimes they just hand them out. So it's 97.5, The Fanatic radio station stickers. And I got this nice Corona Sixers co-branded t-shirt. It is nice, I can wear it to the Sixers game. Since the tickets are really cheap, they're only about $2, $3, $4, $5 for the tickets to the game. You can't beat that. It's a lot cheaper than going to a movie. And the movie's boring. Lots of times there's no good movies out right now. And lots of times, fall asleep in the movie theater. And then, they charge you, like $12, $15 for a bucket of popcorn. It's a complete ripoff. It really is. Because a large popcorn at the football or the basketball stadium or the baseball park, it don't even cost that much. Maybe like $10, $11 for a large bucket of popcorn. Some of them are even refillable. So, in my opinion, it's much better to go to a Sixers game. It's less than $10, maybe less than $5. And you get a lot more entertainment, live entertainment out of it. They got the drummers there, and then the street team doing the break dance. And you never know, like I ran into this deal. Snipes was there making printing free t-shirt for people. You go to the movies, you don't get nothing for free. You just sit there. It's good in the summertime, you know, sit in the theater. You buy one ticket and you sit there all day long, watch multiple movies, and it's air conditioned. But as of right now, it's great. The Sixers tickets are cheap. Just go to the game once in a while, and you do get a lot of entertainment out of it for $5-6. So not a lot of events right now because the football season ended and the baseball hasn't started yet. So now for the upcoming events, as usual, every week I mention about the Sixers Bart Network game watch party. It's fun. It's at different restaurants, and Sixers bring out their street team, their DJ and MCs. They go out there and then they make the bar or the restaurant into like you're there at the Sixers game. They do the t-shirt toss, they do the limbo dance contest and all that stuff. Great event. I think there's only one left, and it's mid-March, March 16th or 17th. Oh no, it's March 24th, I think. Don't count on it. Just look on the screen. It's mid-March at Ott's Tavern in Voorhees, New Jersey. And then the 97.5, The Fanatic, Corona Sixers pregame watch party, the one I was just talking about. It's good, you know, you can win Sixers tickets there. And they give away t-shirts, sweatshirts, and Corona Sixers hats and things like that. It's a good event. And then Philadelphia Eagles, huddle up for autism. I'm really looking forward to this event. It's taking place on Sunday, March 30th. And I want to go there. I want to go in the locker room and take a picture with the new and the not so new Eagles Super Bowl and Barty trophy. I want to take a picture with the trophies. And then, of course, they have Swoop and Eagles cheerleaders, alumni player, maybe even current players there. It's just a great event. You know, most of the time they allow you to go out there on the field and you can take a picture. During the off season, it's a good event. Just something for to do until the NFL draft and then eventually the open practice and the preseason game. Just something for to do during the off season for football. The ticket's only $10, and it's a donation for the Eagles Autism Foundation. So it's all good. And then I want to mention this on Wednesday, March 12th, 94 WIP Sports Radio has its annual Birds Town Hall. And this time it's going to take, it's an all-day remote broadcasting. This time it's going to take place at McGurk's in Royerford, Pennsylvania. I think that's one of the newer McGurk's restaurant. They have multiple locations. It's a sports bar, just like Chicken Pete's, but it's not Chicken Pete's. Nothing is like Chicken Pete's. Chicken Pete's are great. They're everywhere. They're in Las Vegas. They're in Kansas City. McGurk's, it's only here in the Philadelphia area. Not even in New Jersey, just Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. You know, Philadelphia surrounding area. And that's where the Birds Town Hall is taking place. It's all-day broadcasting. I think all the companies are cutting back. They don't want to spend money. Every year in the past for this event, they will have Swoop and the cheerleaders there. Just something from the Eagles, and make the event more fun and just more doable for the Eagles fans. But this year, there's no mention of Swoop or the Eagles cheerleaders going to be there. And I'm not going because I can just listen to the whole thing on the radio. There's no need for me to have to pay a lot of money for the toll for the Pennsylvania Turnpike. That's another ripoff, the Pennsylvania Turnpike. I don't get it. You know, they do the pay the toll by plate, and then they charge you fees for if you don't have an easy pass. Not everybody have an easy pass. I don't want one. And then they charge you extra fee on top of the tolls for to use the toll by plate. That's because they don't want to hire anyone. They have the old toll booth there, but they got rid of their toll collectors. They don't want to hire people to collect the tolls, and now I gotta pay for them to collect the tolls because it's toll by plates. That's a ripoff. You know, they don't do that in New Jersey, and New Jersey Turnpike, there are people there collecting the tolls, and that's the way it should be, because I don't like the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and that's why I'm not going. Anyways, that's all for this week. With some of the events that were going on, I had a lot of fun, and then I had a lot of complaints about other things that I'm not happy about, such as the Sixers water bottle situation and the Xfinity. Shame on them. But anyways, that's all at the end of the week. It's all good. So next week, there are going to be more events coming up, more things to do, and a lot more fun. Hanging out with Dennis and the Moose, and also my friend Kevin, a Philly Swoop Guy 215. And yes, also the Philly Sports Guy, Jamie. We'll see. Whatever happens, happens. And at the meantime, just waiting for the baseball season to start, and also see what other moves the Philadelphia Eagles are making, and what are the events that the Eagles going to have. It's early March, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone, and I'll see you guys on my YouTube show next week. If you like my show, please subscribe to my channel, and that's it. EAGLES, Eagles, let's go Birds.